Every month, gameranx brings you a collection of the weirdest gaming stories from around the world, and calling March extra weird would be quite an understatement. I'm Falcon, and today on gameranx, the top 10 weirdest gaming stories of March 2017. Number 10, I don't know if you've seen this ad. It's for a laptop company called Mouse. And yes, they do make gaming laptops. Now, as with most things from Japan, it's weird, but it's weirder than a lot of them. It seems to me that there's not really any actual reason that they're called Mouse. It doesn't make sense. It also doesn't make sense why they want to dance where the cat would just basically want to eat them, so they have to run away. It's not just weird, it's self-sabotage. Do you want a gaming laptop from a company that has several self-sabotaging mascots? I don't get it. I don't get it. Number 9 is this terrible glitch in MLB. Oh my god. This glitch is more unsettling than any ghost movie you've ever seen. You know those people who are just a little bit not entirely people, and they're looking another way, and they turn around and suddenly they run at you really fast, like inhumanly fast? That is so much less unsettling than this. This glitch is nasty, it's surreal, it's terrifying, it's just everything that could be scary all in one. It's more than weird. It passed weird last week. It's been running ever since, too. Number 8, Microsoft finally admitted that it was a terrible plan to attempt to limit the resale of used disc-based games. They said the rollout didn't work, but they did try to say it was only just us trying to deliver a breakthrough in gaming and entertainment. Come on, man. Learn to apologize for real. That was a terrible idea. It's weird that you can't apologize for that straight up. It's not just feedback. Everybody hated that, and it didn't work. What's weird is that you can't just flat out admit that. 4 years later. Number 7. A professional gamer found new combos in 26-year-old Street Fighter II for Super Nintendo. This was done by exploiting a glitch in the game that allows people to use Vega to hang in the air. And although technically the combos themselves weren't intentional, the game continues to come up with interesting ways to surprise people this many years later. That's the hallmark of a good game, and also something you just don't see every day. Number 6, the boss of CD Projekt Red, the creators of the incredibly popular Witcher series of video games, based on the series of fantasy books by a Polish writer, just basically said they had no idea how to make games when they started their company. They were literally just two guys selling CD-ROMs. He talked about how post-Soviet Poland was just a wildly capitalistic place, to the point where it was definitely too much, but still the environment allowed them to at least start a business from nothing and build it into a $1 billion development house that managed to take Game of the Year away from every single massive name studio series. Witcher 3 is a lot of people's Game of the Year. Number 5, this isn't necessarily weird, but rather cool and extraordinary, so in its own way kind of weird. Really wanted to talk about it. Red Dead Redemption, one of the best games of all time, is being modded into Grand Theft Auto 5, which has a great engine compared to Red Dead Redemption. Although it's kind of sad they announced it on account it'll probably, get shut down. It would be good if people just did this stuff in secret and then announced it along with a download, because then it would happen. But you never know. They might actually not be horrible. We'll see. Number 4, a naked barbarian simulator saved Funcom from bankruptcy. You know what game I'm talking about, Conan Exiles, which somehow managed to be literally just immediately everywhere, made all of its development costs back in less than a week. Now, that's probably because it's one of those games where, it's good, it's certainly interesting, and it's not even the complete version of the game. It's literally an early access version of the game. They released this information last month, not the game. They were like, yeah, it made a ton of money, like a stupid amount of money, and it's still doing so. Also, dongs. Number 3, a supercut was made of facial animations from Star Citizen, a wildly popular space game that was crowdfunded compared to, let's just say another wildly large franchise in space that has corporate funding. And you'll never believe it, but Star Citizen has much better facial animation. In fact, it's not even comparable. You can see muscle movement in Star Citizens, whereas in Mass Effect Andromeda, you say to yourself, who allowed this? Now, that's not to say Mass Effect Andromeda isn't a great game. It certainly is. I actually enjoy the game a lot, but I'm not going to say that animation is good. It's not good. Star Citizens, however, is, and despite all the crap that we've given Star Citizen over the years, and when I say we, I mean the entire gaming community, despite all of that crap, I mean, that's impressive. That is some impressive stuff. Number 2, a League of Legends player became so irate with his teammates he smashed his own head through his computer screen in a fit of rage. Took place in China, where, online games really, really matter. There's actually pictures of it. Thankfully, all gaming seems to take place in public places in China, internet cafes, and he pushed his head clean through it, like legitimately just clean through it. I mean, cartoon looking, clean through it. Left a hole, the shape of his head. This is not something you see every day. Usually when people break a monitor, it, just kind of cracks or splits. Like, was his head so hot he was able to actually just melt through it? Pretty amazing. Strange, though. Strange young man that he would do this. And finally, number 1, this is filed under kinda cool, but mostly why would you do it? A couple of tech geniuses used car hacking tools to turn their family car into a giant Mario Kart controller. That's right, they reverse engineered their car into a controller using the sensors in the car, using the reel brakes, the wheel, various buttons on the steering wheel to make it play Mario Kart 64. Oh, and they also attached a screen because you kind of need to see the game in order to play it. And don't get me wrong, this is really cool. It's a very neat thing to have done, and is most certainly a technological achievement, being that they used the sensors of the car to do it. All of the electronic internals of the car. For instance, the windshield wiper controls the special items. But I cannot come up with a reason to do this, other than you want a really complex thing to take out of your car when you need to use your car as a car. Just weird. Just weird. Which was your favorite weird story this month? Leave us a comment, and if you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you're not subscribed, now would be a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. The best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. As always, we thank you very much for watching this one. My name is Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter @FalconTheHero, and we'll see you next time right here on gameranx.